Activate the legs, and as you inhale, lift and open to cobra. So open the chest, breathe. Exhale, ribs in, lower down, toes tuck under. Press the knees down so your hips start to lift up. Keep pressing the knees down. You can take extra breaths there if you want. So your head flexes fire and your core starts to wake up, and that's what takes you back. So slide your heart back, your bum goes back. Now, straight away this time, lift up the knees and the bum goes back and up into downward dog. And then once you get to downward dog, you can maybe wiggle about a bit. You can imagine wagging your tail. Ground your hands correctly into the mat so you're not resting on the wrists. Okay, so from here, we're going to start to explore a different family of poses. So we're going to start by stepping the right foot forwards. Now we've done this, so you can drop the left knee to the floor and exhale, step your right foot forwards. Okay, so pause there for a moment and squeeze your thighs towards each other as you drop forwards into a lunge. Inhale, take your arms up. Keep your arms about parallel. So you're trying not to open the chest out like so. So the back of the heart is wide and my toe is tucked under on that back foot. My thighs are squeezing together and I'm in a lunge, and if I wish to, I can lift my gaze up towards the ceiling there. Breathe. Keep reaching through the arms. Okay, keep squeezing your thighs together. We're going to extend the back leg, okay? So if you need to put the hands onto the floor to do that, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, keep your arms up, extend the back leg, and come into a high lunge. So back leg straight, thighs squeezed together. Arms are up. Lift the gaze, look up. Breathe. If you need to step your front foot forwards or your back foot back to readjust, that's fine. Don't hold the breath. If looking up is too much for your neck, look directly forwards. Try to pull the ribs down to the navel slightly, but drop your arms, your shoulders down the back so you haven't got your shoulders up by your ears. And then as you reach the arms, the side waist lengthen. Keep the breath going. Okay, we're going to drop the left heel down into warrior one. So if you remember what we did, the back hip rolls back a little bit, but the torso has to counter spin forwards. Okay, so the torso stays forward, so if it turns out to the side, you can readjust. Keep your arms up. Keep your right knee tracking over your right ankle. And your tailbone is going down there. So if you find that you're dropping into your lower back, then if you pull up your inner groins by squeezing your inner thighs together, that's really useful. The pubic bone will come up as opposed to the belly distending down. And again, if you want to turn the heart to the ceiling and lift the gaze and look up, that would add a little bit of juice to the pose if you wanted a bit of extra juice. Are you still with me, or have you bailed out? Hopefully you're still there. Okay, now, so from here we're going to go to a different family. So to start with, the hips have been forwards, and now what we're going to do is we're going to roll that left hip back. So as we roll the left hip back, we're going to stabilize the right knee. So we're going to roll the left hip back, so the torso is now facing to the side wall, but often what happens here is that inner knee comes, or the knee goes inwards and the bum goes back. So we actually want to press the right knee to the right. So I can put my finger on the outside of the knee and press into it to engage the abductors. And the tailbone is heavy and that back hip is spun away. Okay? So it can only spin away as much as the groins will allow. And my torso is facing the side, and I'm going to bring my arms out like so. So my arms are out to the side, and my hands are just slightly above my shoulders, so that I'm going to avoid my shoulders being up. So my shoulders are in fact down the back, like that. And then I turn the gaze and look along the right arm. So my palms are facing down, and I'm reaching through my fingers as if I'm trying to touch the walls either side of me. And again, continuing to pay attention to that right knee, and the right quadricep is starting to now build up a little bit of heat and intensity, and it might even be grumbling a little bit. I'm still breathing, and I'm trying to avoid breathing in my belly. So the lower belly is scooping in and up, so this is firm, and the breath is around the ribs, and I'm reaching out, and my gaze is soft along the arm towards the fingertips, as if I'm nobody looking at nothing. So the gaze